Hello, this is Brian, and I'm live now. I am going to be talking about some important information from the preliminary report that was provided to us by Las Vegas Metro PD. I think it was a valuable timestamp, and I think it's an area that we all should pay attention to. So if you review the preliminary report, they call out different timestamps in the report. One of the specific timestamps that's called out in the preliminary report is 2208, so 10:08 local Vegas time, and 2209 local Vegas time. So if you look at the report around those time frames, what it does is it talks about the single shots, the single shots to the fuel tank. So those shots are real interesting to me. It's interesting that they're called out in the preliminary report at 2208 and then 2209. What's interesting about this is that these timestamps are actually seen in body cam footage. So you can actually time the specific, hey sheep killer. So you can time the specific, it is your private session, so just roll, man, so far. So it looks like 4 other folks are on board. So you can actually time the specific timings within that 2208 and 2209 time frame. You can use the police body camera footage, if you'd like, to get the exact points when you hear these gunshots. They sound like gunshots that would come from a rifle. They're not automatic fire. You do hear some controlled bursts later on. You hear one controlled burst in the body cam footage. So I'll tell you where I'm going with this. I've made a video about this called Volley 5. And if you look at the Dan Bilzerian video, so you've got, you just need 3 videos. You've got Dan Bilzerian video when they're hiding behind the Jeep, the Las Vegas PD Jeep. They're hiding behind the Jeep. And in the upper left corner of that video, and I'm going to post this, in the upper left corner of that video, you can see a helicopter approaching, and it looks like it's in the Las Vegas Strip tour route. So it's going southbound behind the Delano towards the Mandalay Bay. Okay, while it's doing that, you hear these shots, and the shots happen around the 2208, 2209. Hey, what's up, Mark? Around the 2208, 2209 time period. So then, actually, in the police body cam, you can actually see this aircraft come out on the south side of the Mandalay Bay. Now, there's other videos. The first shots video has a good, the first shots video from Archangel actually has an image of this helicopter rounding the corner, and then you hear the 3 bursts. And then I've posted another video called Volley 5, where somebody looking from the bleachers eastbound actually zooms in on the helicopter and the bursts happen. So this is what's interesting to me. In the preliminary report, they say these shots happened at 2208 and 2209. At 2208 and 2209, there's a helicopter circling the Mandalay Bay right when these shots happen. So why wasn't that included in the preliminary report? Oh, muzzle flash. Mark, you got to look at my Volley 5 video, my Volley 5 Zapruder video. Take a look at that one. I zoomed in on it. It's I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible. So take a look at that. I don't mean to be pushing content, but I think it's a good video. It's called my Volley 5 Las Vegas Zapruder video, something like that. It's the one with, it's got the most visits of all my videos. I don't have that many visits, so I appreciate every visit I get. But I'm going to put together a quick little summary of this. But from 2208, 2209, it's highlighted that this is an important time in the preliminary report. So 2208, 2209, they say this is when he was shooting at the fuel tanks. All right, so now we look at body cam footage, and yeah, we hear single shots. We hear single shots that sound like rifle shots. So, all right, now not only do we have not only do we have a general timestamp, we've got timestamps to the second based on these gunshot sounds. Now, if you want to compare these to other videos, you can use the Dan Bilzerian video, or you can use the Raymond Page video, and you hear the same shots. So that's interesting. So the preliminary report says 2208 and 2209 are very important times, because this is when he was shooting at the fuel tanks. The preliminary report doesn't mention that there's an aircraft circling the Mandalay Bay at the same exact time, and it's caught on multiple videos. Okay? So what's the deal here? Why did they leave that out? I don't want to say it's the scene of the crime, but you had a helicopter at the scene of the crime. They say that somebody was shooting at the fuel tanks at that time, and there's a helicopter circling at that time. And it's on their body cam footage. It's on their body cam footage. This isn't this. I'm not stretching. Nobody made. I mean, if anyone edited, it was them. It was their body cam footage. All I'm talking about is what they're giving us. They gave us body cam footage. There's an aircraft in the southbound portion of the Mandalay Bay, and they gave us a preliminary report that said 2208 and 2209 is when they shot these rifle shots. So what they left out of the preliminary report, they didn't put two and two together and say, oh, by the way, in our body cam, there's a helicopter actually circling right at the exact time period that we mentioned in the preliminary report. And it's not, oh, by the way, it's not on Flight Radar 24. Okay, it's not on Flight Radar 24. So it's not a Maverick helicopter. It could be a Maverick helicopter. I don't know what it is. It's a UFO. Okay, there's a UFO flying because it is unidentified. I don't know who it is. Okay, so look at this. I'm going to make a quick video on it. But this 2208 to 2209 time period is called out specifically as when he shot these fuel tanks. But there's an aircraft flying at the exact time. You can even get the timestamps to the second because you hear the gunshots in the body cam footage. This is really important. So I would take a look at it. I'm going to share a quick video with this information, but I know people are doing a lot of homework on this, and it's in the preliminary report, so it must be important. I mean, Las Vegas Metro highlighted this time period. This isn't Brian's report. This is Las Vegas Metro's report. All I'm pointing out is at the same time, in their body cam footage, same timestamps, you've got the gunshot sounds that sound like they're coming from a high caliber weapon, or at least they're not a machine gun. We'll just go to that. They're not machine gun sounds. It's a single shot. And you've got aircraft flying, circling, southbound past the Delano, past the Mandalay Bay, west side of the Mandalay Bay, behind the Mandalay Bay, circling over to the east. So take a look at that. I'll share the video. My Volley 5 video gives you more information on a possible muzzle flash for the controlled burst. That was interesting. And also, I do want to discuss one thing. I'll just discuss it real quickly. So I had people questioning what's my angle on this. So my friend got killed by Las Vegas Metro in 2010 in front of Costco. His name is Eric Scott. So if you Google Eric Scott Costco, that was my friend and classmate. Okay. So ever since 2010, I've started to pay attention to Las Vegas Metro. Anyway, that's why I'm paying attention to this. Okay. They killed my friend in 2010, and apparently the video was missing too, or video was broken. So it looks like it's happening again. I don't know. I think we've got video issues now as well. So I just see patterns, just pattern recognition. So I don't really have an angle. I'm just trying to share with people my background on this, and it goes back to 2010 when my friend was killed by Las Vegas Metro. So I don't really have an agenda against them. I just want police forces to do the best job they can do. And I think there were some issues that got in the way of proper policing when my friend was killed at Costco, and I'm concerned that we may be seeing the same thing here again in Las Vegas, where potential procedures or even evidence and documentation and even the way we share information with folks needs to be properly done. And And that's why I'm creating these small documentaries, sharing the information with all of you. So anyway, thanks. I'm going to let this one go. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do some editing and get the data out so you can see what I'm specifically talking about. But any other questions before I go? I'll leave it open for like 5 seconds and I'll address anything someone wants to throw by to me. I know it's... All right. Well, hey, I thank all of you for visiting. I really appreciate it. And I've got my video coming out soon about this time frame. And I think it's so important. It's probably the most important time frame we've got. So thanks very much. And be safe. And I appreciate all the support. Bye-bye. Oh, sleep depth. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on the decision video for Officer Morris in the hallway. Next. I'm just trying to, when I stumble across these things that I think are important, I try to make a quick video and get them out there. Because I know there's a lot of people researching this, and I'm going to get that one out there. Thanks, for your feedback. Have a good day, y'all, and thanks again for the support. Bye-bye.